And that is who we're talking about. And Robert Mueller, former director of the FBI, is heading up a special investigation into Russia collusion with the Trump campaign. Back in 2016, during the campaign, he has a team of investigators, and they say they're top-notch, folks. They are looking into this, and now they have impaneled, that sounds serious, huh? Impaneled a grand jury. Now, what is the purpose of a grand jury, you ask? Glad you asked. Grand jury is when you get really serious about what you've been investigating. And you think that you have found enough evidence to perhaps indict somebody. But before bringing the indictment towards somebody, before bringing them the case to court, you want to test this out. You want to make sure in front of a jury that they say, yeah, you know, you presented out all the evidence and we think this is a real case. We think you, Robert Mueller, and your team should go forward with this before a judge and a jury and, cast your indictment towards those you have found wrongdoing. So that is what he is doing now. He is subpoenaing all kind of information from Trump, his family, and his associates, including Michael Flynn, including Jared Kushner, including Little Donnie Jr., financial information, business connections, all kind of stuff, a host of stuff, folks, that he is looking into. And this is the precursor. We're wondering how fast this is going, how slow it's going. What is the normal speed of something like this? Well, I would say they must have found some pretty good stuff to do this now, because he really hasn't been at it that long. James Comey had already started the investigation before Trump fired. You're fired, Comey. Fired him. So he had some work to build on, Mueller, when he came in. But I would say there's been tons of information on this coming out on a daily basis in the news. Washington Post, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, you name it. Floods of information coming out. Plenty of information to digest and investigate. So I imagine they do have a case against somebody, and it's ready to go. And they're testing it out. It's the test drive, the grand jury. And once they get the okay from the grand jury, then they're going to be handing out the formal indictments. We are summonsing you to stand before the court or before Congress and answer questions under oath, Mr. President, or Donnie Jr., or Jared the Kushner, or whoever, Michael Flynn, Paul Manafort. There's a plethora of Trumpites they could call and will call. And this is why Donald Trump is so obsessed with this. It's not because it's fake news. It's not because the Democrats have sour grapes and the liberal media has sour grapes for losing and Hillary losing. No, it's not. It's because they have real, truthful, factual evidence of collusion and of cover-up of the collusion, which has probably been far more obvious than the actual collusion. But if you're not guilty, and Trump has said this himself about other people, if you're not guilty, what are you covering up for? Exactly. So we will see where this goes, but it just turned deadly. And he must be sweating it out, Donald Trump,